What up, YouTube? Hope you guys are having a good week. This is Zachary Lavata with another episode of my Today Finally vlog. Now, I was talking to my brother yesterday, talking to my wife, and I haven't done a vlog from the car in a while, so it's been busy this past couple days, so I wanted to get a little vlogging in while I'm driving home from work. Alright, so let's get into it, guys. Don't wait for the some days to come around. Don't wait for the one days. Find your today finally. Summer shredding is over. Woo woo! Made it through 90 days of something that I've personally never done before. Increased my protein, increased my carbs, lowered my fats, incorporated a lot more cardio into my workout. And I wanted to do a before and after vlog real quick. So, as you guys know, I entered Christian Guzman's Summer Shredding online program. I wish I could have went to the Classic or just to even go to the Alpha Gym in Texas. That'd have been amazing. Maybe next time. But for now, I joined the 90-day Summer Shredding online. So you took a video before 90 days, went through 90 days, took a video after, and then you emailed him in. And he should be announcing the winners on July 1st on his vlog. So here's to hoping. So I wanted to let you guys see my before. Now, a lot of people are gonna say, "Oh, you didn't look that bad. You looked fine." And granted, I mean, if you're comparing me to anybody else, I mean, I guess I maybe looked fine. Remember, the point of working out, at least for me, is to build confidence with myself, and also so that I feel better, physically and mentally, right? People are gonna have opinions about you, and for my pre-video, I looked skinny. I was skinny fat, if you guys have heard about that. I'm an ectomorph, which we'll talk about in a bit. So I want to show you my before videos, my after videos, give you some updates about what I lost and stuff like that, and my tips and my suggestions. If you're looking into doing summer shredding, or if you're just looking into shredding a little body fat, a little body weight, then let's talk about that too. Alright, so let me show you the before video real quick. Now, when I did this, I weighed about 183 pounds, about 16, almost 17% body fat. And you can kind of see it in my midsection. Remember, that's always the last part of fat to go when you're doing like a shred or something like that. So, midsection fat, there wasn't as much definition in like the abdominal areas, nor in my back, or shoulders. So, let's take a look at it. Now again, I didn't look bad, but I personally wanted to look better. So my motivation for joining summer shredding, I wanted to learn something new. I wanted to just try something different, right? See how your body reacts to it. And granted, here are a couple of things that I learned from going through this 90-day shred. Number one, when you're shredding, you have to lift heavy and lift often. So I stayed on a 6-day workout routine, and the reason you gotta lift heavy is to, I mean, for lack of a better way to put it, I really like how Christian put it, is you gotta give your muscles a reason to stick around, because when you're in a calorie deficit for summer shredding, your body's gonna start eating the fat that you have for it. But if it needs more protein, it's gonna start eating your muscles also. So you gotta give the muscles a reason to stick around. To keep them big throughout the entire prep. the summer shred. Lift heavy, lift often. Second thing I learned is cardio. Now, if you guys remember, I've been a swimmer my entire life, so I'm fairly used to cardio. Though, I learned what my body type is, which is about 75% ectomorph. So what that means is that I burn calories really quickly. Kind of one of those people that can eat whatever they want and not get fat. Well, that's where skinny fat comes in. I was eating whatever I wanted, but I was eating all the wrong foods. So all that fat would still collect to my body, but it still looked like I was skinny, if that makes sense. But so incorporating cardio into the summer shred. Now, cardio doesn't have to be running on the treadmill. You can do the bike, you can do the ellipticals, or you can even, take the dogs for a walk. Start there, right? Take a walk around the neighborhood. Then, as you get more comfortable, take a jog around the neighborhood, and then by the end, take a run around the neighborhood. That way, you always increase that level, right? Now, the cardio that I was doing that I really liked was LISS. So low intensity, steady state cardio. And what that means for me is that I started at 3.5 on the treadmill at a 10 incline. Now to me, that burned a little bit more calories. I would do that until I hit around 250, 300 calories. I wouldn't go for time, like, okay, I'm gonna do 30 minutes of cardio. No, I would focus on calories. Okay, I'm gonna burn 250 calories this session. And I would hit that, stay at 3.5 and just stay consistent with it. Stay consistent. I would put on like a YouTube video, or I would watch Netflix, Lost in Space. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's pretty cool, pretty good. But LISS. And then from there, I went up to 3.7 for 300 calories. Then by the end of it, I was doing a hit LISS, I guess you could say. I guess it was more of a hit. So I would stay at the 10 incline. I would start at 3.5 for 100 calories, and then I would bump it up to a 4.5, which is about a jog sprint for me for the next 100 calories. Honestly, it sounds hard, but for me, once I hit that 300 or 450 calories I was going, once you hit that 450 and you were able to hit that stop button, you feel so accomplished. Like, dang, I just did that. Then you got the sweat marks everywhere. And to me, it's like badges of honor. Like, yeah, I earned that. Biggest thing, stay consistent. All right, next thing I learned is that when you lower your fat intake, because I was only doing about 50 grams of fat per day, so I was keeping it around that mark. When you lower that fat intake, your body's gonna feel it. It's almost like detoxing, I guess. When you're used to eating like McDonald's or not such healthy foods like that, your body's gonna start craving it. So you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel a bit more fatigued, which sounds weird because you think carbs gives you your energy, right? But biggest thing, stay consistent with it, right? No matter how hard it gets, stay consistent with it. That's where the results are gonna come from. But that also leads me into my next topic of what I learned. Accept your mistakes, because they're going to happen. You're going to get those cravings, and you're going to want a double bacon cheeseburger from McDonald's, which isn't a bad thing to want. Just don't order 5 of them like you used to. Or for me, I used to order 2 double cheeseburgers, hot spicy pino cheese, and a 20-piece nugget with a medium fry, and I used to eat that all of it. So much fat now that I think about it. But you can have, I don't even like calling them cheat meals, because honestly these meals keep you sane. Because if you're trying to go 90 days straight cold turkey, you can do it. Like, don't get me wrong, you could do it. It's going to be more difficult. But if you're really wanting a cheeseburger, go for a cheeseburger. That's fine. Just keep in mind that the next day, do a little bit extra cardio to burn those extra calories, right? If you really are craving a donut, have a donut. A donut, not the whole box. And then when you go for cardio later that weekend, or later that afternoon, do a little bit extra cardio. Burn off those calories, right? It's about that balance, right? You don't need to eat the whole 20-piece nugget. Eat 5 nuggets and go for a piece of grilled chicken. That way it just kind of curbs the craving, right? And But honestly, that baconator from Wendy's, it's not worth losing your physique over, right? All right, next thing that works for me, we've talked about it before, macro counting. Figure out what your macros are, minus 500 calories, and stick to that with low fats. Now, let me tell you why I like macro counting so much. So, now I'm not saying macro counting is the best or the end-all be-all dieting tip, right? But think about this, another fad diet right now is the keto diet. Now, I've tried the keto diet maybe for like 2 or 3 weeks just because I didn't feel very good on it. Now I know there's the whole keto flu and I understand how ketosis works and all that. But I'm not looking for just a crash diet. And that's the difference that I feel between dieting, which is like a keto diet type thing, and a lifestyle change, which for me is macro counting. Now with macros, I can still have carbs on carbs. I can still have that donut if it fits into my macros, opposed to depriving yourself of stuff that you may like, right? That's where crash dieting happens, right? You're gonna go on this crazy crash diet for like 2 or 3 weeks, and you might lose some weight. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying that long term for me, staying on something like the keto diet, it's not sustainable. It's not a lifestyle change like I was looking for. And that's why I fell into macro counting. Because from there, I mean, it's all based off your calorie intake, calories per gram, per carb, per protein, per fat. And you can fit whatever you want for that day in there. Just know that it's going to take up more of your macros, and your meals later on in that day are going to be a little bit different, a little bit sparse in some of those than your previous meals. Like, I could still have a Chipotle bowl with steak, right? It just has to fit in my macros. And that's why I'm a macro counter for my lifestyle change, because that more so fits. And it's easier for me. I don't mind tracking it on the MyFitnessPal app like we talked about in a previous video. That's not hard for me. It doesn't mean anything. It's not hard. For me, it's almost like I don't know, it's just easier. Like we talked about, you can plan your meals in the nighttime, pack your lunch, input your macros, and you're good to go. You don't even have to worry about it, right? The only other thing I use it for is to track my water intake, but it makes it easy. So, difference between dieting and lifestyle change. Now, some people can sustain a keto diet, which is fine, right? If that works for you, great. Do it. That's awesome. I'm just telling you guys what works for me. Last piece of advice. If you didn't do summer shredding with me, biggest thing is just to start. Previous videos I gave you how I do it. MyFitnessPal track my macros. JE Fits, the workout app to track my workouts. Biggest thing, just start. Just do it. I'm one of those guys, very analytical. I have spreadsheets on spreadsheets, and I have a spreadsheet to organize my spreadsheets. But with something like this, you just gotta start, go to the gym, make healthy decisions, clean up the diet, right? We all know that grilled chicken's gonna be a lot healthier than fried chicken, right? It's about those healthy decisions. Go to Wendy's, but get one of their grilled chicken sandwiches, which is actually really good, by the way. I think McDonald's has a grilled chicken sandwich too. It's about healthy choices. Instead of getting that large French fry, just get a small. Or get a medium and only eat half today, and then go home and eat some whole wheat bread with it, or some Triscuits, something like that. Or a side of broccoli, right? It's about those healthy decisions. But no matter what, start somewhere. Clean up your diet. Go to the gym 2-3 times a week. Even if it's just to do treadmill for half an hour, as long as you're doing something different, something that's getting you started on that path to your fitness goals, to getting that body that you want, right? No matter what, just start. Hashtag today, finally. All right, with all that said, let's take a look at the post. So in this last video, I ended the shred at 173 pounds, so I lost about 12 pounds. Started at 16.7 body fat, and I ended at a 12% body fat. I was so excited when I learned that. I mean, starting at 16, ending at 12, I lost about 25% of my body fat. Now, like I said, I should have done cardio earlier. And honestly, I just started working out about 8 months ago, so they're fresh muscles. I'm building them. The coolest thing though is that during the whole prep, I didn't lose any of my strength, and I was actually towards the end still breaking some of my PRs for some of the exercises. So I still had the muscle mass, and I feel like you can really see the fat loss in the shoulder area, the chest area, towards the top of the abdominals, and definitely in the back too. That's really where I saw most of the improvement, and fat loss is in the back. So, let me show you the post video now. Boom! Now some of you are thinking like, oh, there's not that much of a difference. But again, people, it was about the confidence, about my physique, and that internal confidence, and just knowing that I finished 90 days and doing something that I've never done before. That feeling of accomplishment and that confidence, can't beat that. Can't beat it. Honestly, I'm happy with the way it turned out. I feel my physique looks good. And I'm just going to continue from here. I mean, the plan is to start now a lean bulk, so I'm going to increase my calories to maintenance so that my body can get used to not being in a deficit. Then from there I'm going to increase it, but I'm still going to keep my fats relatively low, increasing it just a tad, but it's going to be a little bit different. For the next year, I want to bulk up, get bigger muscles. That way, for next year for summer training, I am ready to beat the goals that I did just now, or ready to beat where I am right now, which to me I feel is the healthiest I've been in my entire life, even while doing swimming. Because swimming, I was still eating bad, but now I'm doing cardio, lifting, and eating good. So, best shape I've ever been in. Appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate all the support that I got for doing this summer training, for all my friends, my family. You guys are awesome. I know sometimes I was grumpy. It was just because I was hangry. Nothing against you guys, but it's been a fun journey. I've definitely learned a lot. Hopefully this video, and hopefully the videos that I've put out previously, you've learned something from. I know they're not the best, and I'm still working on it. Honestly, I'm still having fun with it, so hopefully you guys learned something. The videos aren't going to stop just yet. Make sure you like this video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you finished summer shredding. Let me know what your new goals are, your new commitments to get into that peak condition that you want to be in. Comment down below. Subscribe to my channel. I would love it. Turn on notifications. You guys are awesome. Stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be what you do and how you celebrate the end of summer shredding.